Double digits. We have Zane Sheckard and Bryn Towing going for the tip. Sheckard wins it. It's my Armenta, the point guard, with the ball. Danilo Astorga comes open on the wing in the post. The ball is out of bounds. That pass was intended for Deja Ramirez. That's the first turnover of the game. Righetti turns it over.
Righetti going with the full court press right here.
Kinsey McBride inbounds to Megan Smith. Back to McBride. Sheckard with some pressure. See if the Eagles can get it across midcourt. Megan Smith with the ball. No dribbles yet. Pass. There's a man open in the middle. That's Bryn Towing with the ball. Guarded by Astorga. Towing with the skip pass. That's McBride to Smith. McBride is open. Takes a deep three. It's no good. Strong rebound by number 22, Peyton Pellich. Ball's turned over. Reynoso with the ball. Armenta brings it up court. Astorga open on the wing.
You gotta go to. And there it is, just like that. Danilo Astorga already,
Astorga with the three. We're getting up 3-0.
Very, very costly right there. I don't know if it's just jitters going on right now with AG, but you know, you don't want to be in a situation where you're turning the ball over early, and not only that, you don't want number 5 from Righetti to get the ball.
Astorga inbounding. It's inbounded. Shot is no good. McBride with the rebound, and she is fouled. It's the first foul of the game. McBride falls against Deja Ramirez. McBride inbounding. Righetti still applying pressure. Towing has it. Towing finds an open teammate. Megan Smith open in the corner. Defended by Sheckard. McBride has it.
Guarded pretty heavily.
That's Peyton Pellich with the ball. Out on the wing. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Smith with the ball. Towing in the post. That's a turnover.
Oh, nice swat right there from Danilo Astorga. Already got 2 on the shot clock.
Just 2 left on the shot clock. Smith is inbounding.
Towing has to be your go-to player in this situation.
Towing breaks open. She'll put it up. Shot is no good and did not hit the rim.
I think it was the right idea, but you know what? You had 2 Righetti defenders in the vicinity. So, but you know what? It's still a good, still bright idea for AG's part to still try to get Towing the ball early.
Astorga open again. Off the front rim. Rebounded by Reynoso. Righetti retains possession. Astorga will inbound. They go underneath. Smith with the block.
Surprisingly no call. Surprisingly no call. Looked like a lot of contact
Astorga
there.
picks up the loose ball. Reynoso open underneath. Defended by Towing. Shooting foul is called. Reynoso will shoot 2.
Well, you mentioned, Joe, about the free throw shooting, how it's going to play a big role, so we'll get a first glimpse at what Righetti does here.
Reynoso hits the first. 4-0. Righetti on top of Arroyo Grande. The second rims out. Sheckard went up for the rebound. It's called for a push. McBride inbounds to Towing. Towing with the skip pass to Smith. Back to McBride. Righetti still applying a lot of pressure. Towing breaks open. Has a teammate open. That's AJ Bertelsen. Bertelsen with the dribble. Passes it back to Smith. Man defense from the Warriors. Towing with it. Puts up a shot. And it's no good. Astorga with the rebound.
2 defenders on Towing.
Outlet pass to Sheckard. Sheckard puts up the baseline jumper. And it's good. 6-0. Righetti up early.
Definitely the kind of start Desiree Dominguez was looking for out of her team. She was able to put the ball in the position of Danita, and not only that, Righetti off and running so far.
There you see the playmaking ability of Astorga. Gets the rebound with a nice outlet pass to Sheckard, and Sheckard knocks down the shot. Quick 6-0 lead for the Warriors with 5:44 left in the first quarter here at Warrior Stadium. Astorga has 3 points. Sheckard with that 2. Reynoso hit a free throw, also missed one. AG will inbound. Looks like Righetti will continue to press here.
Pretty exotic looking defense Righetti has. Looks like a 1-2-2 look. Almost kind of similar to what you might see like out of a 3-3-5 on the football field or something along that magnitude.
So we saw McBride initially go for the inbound, then pass to Smith, who inbounds it to Toming. Eagles retain possession. Bertelsen will inbound now on the sideline. Smith has it. Defended by Reynoso. Toming with the ball. Defended by Sheckard. Sheckard gets a hand on that pass. Reynoso picks it up. Gets down low for the ball. Armenta with it. Defended by Smith. Reynoso out wide. Astorga to Sheckard. Sheckard with a nice pump fake. Puts up a shot. No good, but she is fouled. That was Peyton Pellich with the foul. Sheckard will shoot 2.
Our colleague Kenny Kress told me earlier tonight that Sheckard was actually going to be a girl to keep an eye on. Now, according to the roster, according to Max Prep, she's 5'10", and she's also a guard, but she's actually their top rebounder, and those long arms also gives her a distinct advantage when it comes to defense as well.
Yeah, she's one of the most intense and aggressive players that I've seen in the area over the last couple of years. Hits the second free throw, 7-0. Righetti on top. See that inbounds play again. Smith has it. Finds Bertelsen. Bertelsen passes to McBride. Defended by Armenta. Eagles break the press. Bertelsen with it. Defended by Ramirez. It's number 4 with the ball, Eliza Bedania. Smith drives. Passes. That's Bertelsen. Bertelsen puts up a shot, no good. Ramirez with the rebound to Reynoso.
Outstanding defense so far from Righetti. They're getting in their faces. They're doing the double teams, and Dominguez has to be quite pleased.
Ramirez with the wide open baseline shot, no good. It's Sheckard with the rebound. Bad pass. McBride comes up with it.
This might be the break AG needs right here.
Bedania with the ball. Bertelsen, defended by Sheckard. Bertelsen goes up, turns it over. Ramirez corrals a loose ball. Armenta driving, defended by McBride. Armenta keeping the dribble. Out to Sheckard. Sheckard puts up a 3 and it's short. Smith with the ball. Pulls up, puts up a 3. No good. Off the glasses. Astorga in the open court. And with a nice pass to Deja Ramirez, Warriors put it in. 9-0. Righetti on top of AG with 4 minutes left in this first quarter.
Meg Smith on that last 3-point attempt for AG. Kind of noticed she hesitated a little. Kind of explains how that shot kind of came off awkward right there.
Reynoso causes a loose ball. Smith with it. They got to get it across half court. McBride with it. McBride to her left. The foul's called on Armenta. 3:36 left in the first quarter. Substitutions for Righetti. Mariah Vargas comes in. Elijah Paquette, number 20, is in. Sheckard checks out. Ramirez checks out. Megan Smith will be inbounding. Armenta gets a hand on that pass intended for McBride. Eagles retain possession. Still waiting on an inbounder. Smith goes to the sideline. Astorga guards the passer. McBride gets it. She's trapped on the base on the sideline. We have a foul. Armenta. That's her second personal foul in the first quarter. She's subbed out. Dominique Garcia, number 34, checks in. 2 fouls on Armenta, the starting point guard. Bertelsen inbounding. Bedania with the ball. To Smith. More of a zone look now by the Warriors. The Astorga comes out. Mid-range jumper, no good.
Yeah, Megan Smith in the corner, wide open with the ball, and not only that, just the pass in general just wasn't in her vicinity.
Paquette hits. There it goes, 11-0. We talked about Paquette a little bit. She comes off the bench, but she can score. Smith with the ball. Garcia. Astorga with the easy tip away. There's fast break points for Righetti. See if they can get him. Pass got away from Paquette. Players all over the floor. See who comes up with it. Possession arrow faces in Arroyo Grande's favor with 2:36 left in the first quarter. Eagles have yet to score thus far, 11-0.
I don't know if you've ever seen a basketball game where one of the teams was held scoreless. I mean, it seems like we're on the brink of seeing that.
Yes, at least for the first quarter. Eagles got to press to find a scoring option here. Last year they could feed the ball to Ashlyn Hurley. They don't have that luxury this year. Smith with the ball out on the wing, defended by Astorga. Pelich to Smith. Badania with the ball. Toming. Reynoso with the intense defense. Jump ball. Righetti takes over. Possession arrow faces their way.
One of the good things that I noticed out of Desiree Dominguez in terms of putting Danita Astorga at a guard position is that Danita knows that not every guard in this area is going to be 6'1".
There's Dominique Garcia. And gets a three.
And because of that, I mean, Astorga is going to have that. Is always going to have that advantage with defending against the smaller guards.
14-0 with 1:50 left in the second quarter. See that the Eagles can regroup. Toming with the ball at midcourt. 20 left on the shot clock. Defended by Reynoso. Smith comes open. Toming tries to cut to the basket. She's defended nicely by Reynoso. Smith to Toming. Toming faces up. Tries to drive on Reynoso, and she's fouled, blocking foul against Reynoso.
Because of the lack of size Arroyo Grande has in this game, I feel like they're going to have to settle more for the long-range shots, but, you know, I just don't know if that's really Brian Hutchinson's staple or if that's really the model of the team.
Toming with the left-handed layup does not fall. Reynoso with the rebound to Garcia. Paquette wide open for a deep three. It's no good. Eagles do not get the rebound, but it is off of Righetti, so Arroyo Grande maintains possession. Righetti keeps pressing here. 1:17 left in the first quarter. McBride to Smith. Back to McBride. Toming's open. Eagles break the press. Badania with the ball to Smith. Smith is open. She drives. Puts up a shot. It's no good. Astorga with the rebound. Astorga up ahead to Paquette, who's wide open and is good. 16-0. Righetti on top with 50 seconds left in this first quarter. Righetti maintaining a press. McBride with the ball. Paquette with the turnover. Tip that ball away from Badania. Up ahead. McBride gets a hand on the pass. Trapped in the corner. Smith comes up with the ball.
Oh, feistiness right here.
You see the intensity. Maybe a little frustration on Arroyo Grande's part. Down 16-0 in the first quarter.
And you know what, Joe, I could tell, I mean, again, we haven't always seen a lot of AG girls basketball games, but I could tell they are not used to this. They are not used to being down by 16. Another thing to keep in mind that we also definitely could have mentioned earlier tonight, AG lost in both meetings last year. One of them was a 66-41 defeat right here at this gymnasium.
.1 seconds left here in the first quarter. Officials trying to get everything sorted away. Let things settle down a bit. AG retains possession. McBride to inbound. She finds Smith. to Tomey. Back to McBride. Tomey has it in the middle of the court. Defended by Reynoso. Badania with the screen. Tomey to Smith. Smith wide open for a three, and it's good.
There
the Eagles are on the board. Megan Smith hits a triple. 12 seconds left. Paquette open. Astorga has it. Checkered in the corner. Back to Garcia. That pass is tipped away by J.C. Bain of Arroyo Grande.
Smith providing that much needed confidence booster. I mean, the last thing AG wanted
Paquette
was beat down with it 16-0 and to just be held scoreless in one quarter.
And that's the first quarter. Righetti jumps out to a 16-3 lead. Eagles scored with about 20 seconds or so left in that quarter. Luckily, they weren't shut out for that first period. We'll see what the Eagles try to do here to regroup. What did you make of that first quarter, 8 minutes of action so far, Lorenzo?
Defensively, Righetti is where it wants to be. I mean, they're getting into girls' faces. They're throwing these double teams. And not only that, they're forcing the tough contested shots. They're also forcing the turnovers. So, again, Dominguez has to have her check boxes already marked off for what she wanted her team to do right away. As far as Arroyo Grande, I mean, again, I could tell that they haven't been used to playing in these kind of games where they're down by 16 or down by 13. And so not having your top big from last year obviously puts a damper on things, especially against a team with a little bit of a size advantage in Righetti. But, you know, Hutchins is going to have to find a way to just free up some space for Toming and also Megan Smith and be able to get those isolation three-point shots.
So here we go, starting the second quarter. Righetti has the ball, checkered with it. Little zone look from the Eagles. Paquette is open, puts up a three. It's long. See who comes up with the rebound. Checkered has it. Shot clock did not reset. 14 seconds on the clock. Paquette has it in the post. Oh, and she is fouled. That's number 22, Deja Ramirez.
Triple team right there, but, you know, still was able to draw contact and get to the line.
Deja Ramirez will shoot two. First shot is up and no good. It's a bit long from Ramirez. 7:38 left before half. Smith is checked out for Arroyo Grande. Ramirez, the second shot is no good. Badania with the rebound. No press.
Got to take advantage of your Arroyo Grande. Two missed free throws. Gotta narrow the gap right here.
Tommy had an open teammate, but was late with the pass. But the shot is up and good. That's number 13, J.C. Bain with the bucket.
And she got a player falling down.
Paquette drives, shot was up, just rims out.
Like Tommy looks injured on this play. Looks like an injured elbow, but she fell hard on the floor. Looks like she's gonna gut it out though.
Badania with the ball. Bain to Bertelsen. And she draws a foul. That's number 5, A.J. Bertelsen, a junior forward for the Eagles.
That's still smart on the Arroyo Grande's part. This is stuff that they need to do. They need to play at a more faster pace because in the first quarter, I just felt that they kind of took a little bit of a pedestrian look. They were just taking their time with just trying to trot down the court. But, you know, I saw a much more faster, more aggressive offensive scheme just now.
Bertelsen's first free throw attempt is good. 16-6. 6-point run for the Eagles. 7:06 left. Toming is all the way back on her defensive end. She was stretching out her left elbow. She looks okay. Bertelsen's second shot is good. 16-7.
7-0 run for Arroyo Grande, and you know,
Armenta to Astorga. Checkered has it. Reynoso puts up a baseline jumper, about an 18-footer, and it's good. 18-7.
Righetti not letting the foot off the gas pedal defensively, still going with that full court pressure scheme, but
Bain with another bucket.
Hutchins clearly going with a different game plan, a lot more aggressive this time around. And
Sheckard with the three, and it's good. Zane Sheckard hits.
Righetti's still answering back, though, putting the ball in the hands of its playmakers.
That's kind of the trouble Arroyo Grande wants to get into. If they want to run a fast-paced game, Righetti can fire along right with them. Shot is no good. 21-9. Righetti up. Armenta with the ball. Zone look from the Eagles. Astorga puts up a three, and it's good. 24-9.
You don't want Astorga to be one-on-one in the corner. I mean, I don't want to use the Steph Curry comparison, but you know what? Hey, she's a sharpshooter out here on this floor.
Yeah, she can do that. She can do pretty much anything on the basketball court. Knocks down a three.
It makes me wonder if was Biola the only university that was after her all along? Because, I mean, judging by the way she's playing, I feel like that she could have been easily at a Mountain West, maybe a Big West school, or maybe even a Western Athletic Conference school as well. And, you know, we've seen our share of athletes from Righetti move on to some bigger ponds down the road. I mean, look at Cameron a few years ago going on to Stanford. So,
yeah, I think some players, some kids, a lot goes into their decision. You know, they don't look at just the athletic standpoint of it. There's probably a lot that went into Danita's decision to go to Biola. She could probably, you know, make her way at a Big West or, you know, Mountain West school like you said. But maybe she likes an academic program there. She feels she fits in with the scheme. She feels she can dominate at that level.
Maybe also the atmosphere as well, like the campus atmosphere, because a lot of players we've talked to, when they choose a college, a lot of them will say, well, I come from a small background and I just felt I got that vibe when taking that visit to a Biola or Loyola Marymount.
Sheckard with another bucket. We have a double dribble on Smith.
And the 17 points now makes it Righetti's biggest lead of the night.
26-9 with 5:30 left in the second quarter. Astorga to inbound. To Reynoso, wide open. Short. Sheckard gets it. Sheckard puts up a shot, and it fails to hit anything. AG gets the ball back. Righetti continuing to press. Toming with the ball. Defended by Armenta. Double team comes from Reynoso. McBride has it. To Smith. Actually, that pass went to Bertelsen. To McBride. Toming has it. Defended by Reynoso. Screen coming. Kicks out to Smith. Toming trying to get open down low. Sheckard tips the ball away. 8 left on the shot clock. 5:01 left in the quarter.
You were definitely right about Sheckard and the way she plays, Joe, because I could tell that she's really the pulse of this team. We could talk all we want about Astorga, but, you know, Sheckard is sort of like that soul player.
Toming wide open underneath the basket. She scores. 26-11. Sheckard has it. To Armenta. Astorga has it. Reynoso wide open. Puts up a jumper. It's no good. Sheckard there for the rebound. Puts up a shot, and she is fouled. It's like that was A.J. Bertelsen, number 5. Called for the contact.
Feisty energy is what Zane Sheckard brings to the floor. And you know what? Regardless if it's boys or girls basketball, you want a player like that to bring that pulse, to bring that adrenaline rush to the floor.
First shot is good. Her older brother, Lucas Sheckard, was a tremendous water polo player here at Righetti. Won a couple championships, was named a CIF MVP in Division 4. Signed to play water polo at Air Force. Armenta, and it's good.
Armenta bringing the spark outside of Sheckard and Astorga, so Righetti now has that first scoring option on this night and has his biggest lead of the night, 30-11, 19 points.
4:26 left. Sheckard inbounding. Armenta comes open. To Astorga, defended by Smith. To Sheckard. have a whistle. Goes against Righetti. Eagles inbound. Badania with the ball. Up ahead. That's Carrie-Ann Aguilera to Badania to Smith. Aguilera cuts. Badania tries to hit her with the pass, but it's intercepted by Ramirez. Armenta with the ball to Ramirez. Astorga open in the middle. Smith with the defense tips the ball away right to Sheckard.
Rare that you could pick Astorga's pockets in that situation.
Armenta drives, and she is fouled. Looks like Smith.
You know, one thing, we talk about Astorga. We also talk about Sheckard as well, but I feel like we need to talk a little bit more about Maya Armenta because she's realistically one of the smallest players on the floor, but she is just feisty. I mean, I could tell that she takes on Desiree Dominguez's personality.
Definitely. Dominguez was one of the better defensive players when she played here at Righetti. She graduated in 2008. Was the league defensive MVP. She's probably about the same build, same size as Armenta. Armenta's free throw is long, 31-11. McBride has it. Bertelsen drives. Astorga's called for the foul.
Bertelsen did kind of get the matchup she wanted. However, though, she was going one-on-one against Astorga and those long arms.
Bertelsen hits on her first free throw. She hit 2 earlier. She's 3 for 3 from the line. 3:35 left. Bertelsen's second free throw is up and good. Cuts the lead to 31-13. 4 for 4 from the line is Bertelsen. Paquette with the ball to Sheckard. It's Dominique Garcia with the ball. Astorga open in the post, defended by Smith. Finds Sheckard for a long 2. Shot is no good. Paquette gets a rebound. Sheckard takes a look. Down to Astorga in the post. She just throws it up. No good.
Astorga was looking for the foul. Looked like she drew contact, but no call was made.
Toming has it. To Bertelsen. Back to Toming. Screen from Bertelsen. Pick and roll game. Bertelsen scores.
Perfectly. Definitely the highlight play of the night. It's certainly the highlight Coach Brian Hutchins was looking for out of his group.
It's the best offensive play we've seen from Arroyo Grande, without a doubt. Astorga with the screen. Ball goes to Sheckard, then to Paquette. Dominique Garcia with the ball. She drives, kicks. Paquette has it, takes a couple steps, drives, throws it up. No good. No one there for the rebound for Arroyo Grande. Ball does find its way to Toming, though. Eagles push it up floor. Toming has it. Out to McBride. Back to Toming. Back to the pick and roll game here. Toming keeps it.
Toming had Megan Smith in the corner, but sacrifice pass right there and still draws contact.
Foul against Righetti. That is the second personal foul against Astorga. She heads to the bench. Bertelsen shooting. She's 4 for 4 from the line. Has 6 points. It's 1-1. Bertelsen hits 5 for 5 from the line. 31-16 with 2:01 left here in the first half. This is Pac 8 League Basketball brought to you by the Santa Maria Times. Bertelsen with her 6th free throw attempt, and it is good. She's 6 for 6 from the line. 31-17 is the score. 2:01 left.
And a 6-0 run from the Eagles. So momentum slightly starting to build for Brian Hutchins and his group.
Seen a couple runs from the Eagles so far. Double team.
Very aggressive defense right there. Definitely the best defense I've seen out this night.
Righetti calls a timeout. See a little half-court trap defense there from the Eagles. Almost forced a turnover with 1:49 left. You know, we've seen a lot of big runs from Righetti here. Saw a 16-0 to start the game. Went up to 31-11 at one point, but the Eagles definitely have not laid down. They definitely, you know, keep their wits about them and try to, you know, stay in this game, make it a game. And we see a 14-point game here. It could be a lot worse for the Eagles.
I mean, it's a credit to the players. You also have to give credit to Coach Brian Hutchins for just instilling into his players that, you know what, you don't fold up your lawn chair and go home. I mean, you keep grinding, you keep swinging that axe, and you know it may not show on the scoreboard, but Arroyo Grande clearly showing that they're not going away without a fight.
And we mentioned it, that Half Moon Bay game for Righetti last week. They gave up a 15-point lead, so the Warriors are susceptible to that type of thing. I'm sure Desiree Dominguez will make sure that doesn't happen tonight, but we have seen teams come back against Righetti. Sheckard with the ball out on the wing, guarded by Bertelsen. That's a shot clock violation against Righetti. Seemed like nobody was aware that that shot clock was winding down. That's a turnover. Warriors maintain the press. Looks like Astorga will check it back in quickly. That ball was tipped by Reynoso. And that's a turnover.
Huge break for Righetti right there. I mean, Arroyo Grande had the momentum on its side, forced the shot clock violation, but then this costly turnover, and Righetti's in striking distance.
Armenta has it to Paquette. Astorga breaks open. Nice screen from Armenta. Smith with the defense. Astorga looks for her shot, now looking for a teammate. Dumps it to Reynoso.
That was a dangerous pass right there, but Righetti's still making something out of it.
Toming dove for the loose ball, and she's called for a foul, and Arroyo Grande coach Brian Hutchins is not happy with that call. Paquette will inbound. Throws it to Reynoso. That pass is tipped away by Bain. 1:11 left. Sheckard with it. Astorga open. Puts up a shot in Toming's face and hits.
One-on-one, and you know what? You had the battle between two of arguably the best players on the floor in Astorga and Toming, and Astorga winning that battle right there.
That was a deep contested three from Astorga, but she knocked it down. Has a lot of confidence in her stroke, as you can see there.
And not only that, I mean, Arroyo Grande was on this slight run, and then who better than to break that run than Miss Astorga herself?
See, the last person the Warriors want at the line is Bertelsen, but here she is shooting 1-on-1. First is good. 34-18 with 56.8 seconds left here. Bertelsen was a bit strong with that one. Toming does get the rebound. She puts up a shot, and it is no good. 16-point advantage for the Warriors. Reynoso to Armenta, to Paquette. Zone defense from the Eagles. Oh, Bertelsen goes for the steal, or excuse me, that was Bain. Sheckard takes a shot, no good. Reynoso gets the second rebound. Toming with the block. Toming's pushing it.
2 out of those last 3 shot attempts were rush and a double dribble.
Little carry action from Toming. Turnover goes against Arroyo Grande. This might be the last possession of the first half. 26.6 seconds left. Armenta has it on her end of the court. Finds Paquette. Sheckard. Nice interception there by number 14, Catherine Talley.
But the ball nearly taken away by Reynoso. Her long arms making the difference in this matchup as well.
6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3. See if Toming gets up a shot, and it's good. Bryn Toming with the big shot.
And you know what, Joe? This is exactly what Arroyo Grande needs. Facing a very superior and a fast-rising Righetti program. And, you know, you got the shot.
Starting with the girls' game at 5 p.m. Megan Smith inbounds to McBride. Toming open in the post, defended by Reynoso. Toming puts up a shot, and it's good.
Right
Eagles
away.
continue to cut into that lead.
Right away, Hutchins going to his top scoring option. I mean, very smart coaching move, very smart move on Arroyo Grande's end. And then you see the double team and the rattle ball.
34-23, 7:45 left in this third quarter. 5 straight points for Toming. Hit the 3 at the buzzer.
You had a scenario where 2 of the Arroyo Grande's tallest defenders were going up against Armenta.
We see 22 on 22. That's number 22 for Righetti. Deja Ramirez drawing the foul against number 22 for Arroyo Grande, Peyton Pellich. So Ramirez will shoot 2. It's just an 11-point lead now for the Warriors.
Again, if you're Arroyo Grande, I mean, you want to make sure that the ball doesn't go into the hands of Danita Astorga.
Ramirez shoots and scores. 12-point lead. Ramirez hits 1 of 2. McBride to inbound. Passes it to Toming. Toming to Smith, and Toming threw that ball away.
Costly turnover on that end right there. And now, I mean, we've seen this before, Joe. Like when Righetti's at this side of the court, I mean, they're pretty dangerous right here, especially when they got the ball in Armenta's hands and she has space.
Sheckard with the ball. Back to Sheckard. Sheckard puts up the shot. It's just off. Smith with the rebound. She pulls up. Smith with the ball. Defended by Vargas. Toming with the ball. Puts up a shot, and it's good. She banked it in. 10-point game. Toming with 7 straight points.
Toming is starting to heat up for Arroyo Grande, and I mean, when she heats up, AG heats up.
Oh,
they wanted to
there.
They wanted to travel. Won't get the call though.
Wide open look for Deja Ramirez. She can't get it to go down. Reynoso with the board and scores. Nice putback by Reynoso. Smith with it to Toming. Toming has the ball, defended by Armenta. Kinsey McBride back to Toming. Toming has a hot hand. She drives to the left, kicks it. That's Bertelsen. Bertelsen puts up a shot. Nice defense by Deja Ramirez.
But no awareness though. No awareness for the loose ball. Now you got a jump ball situation.
Righetti retains possession. 6:27 left in this third quarter. 12-point lead for the Warriors, 37-25. Reynoso will inbound. Finds Vargas to Armenta.
Very good half-court defense from Arroyo Grande in the early part of the second half.
Mariah Vargas puts up a 3. It's no good. No one there to grab the rebound. Ramirez puts it up. Righetti does retain possession.
Unfortunately, Arroyo Grande is going to be at a disadvantage regardless because of Righetti's size, especially inside the paint when trying to grab those loose rebounds.
Vargas inbounds. Sheckard has it. Has the ball. Deja Ramirez. And that pass was tipped by Smith. Bertelsen comes up with it. She pushes the ball up court. Finds Toming. Toming to Smith. Smith with a wide open 3, and it is good.
And it just got real inside the Righetti gym. You got a timeout. A team once down by 20 now finds itself down by 9.
I hope anybody who tuned out early after that 16-0 start for Righetti has tuned back in, because we got a 9-point game here with plenty of time left. 5:54 remaining in the third quarter. Some big shots here by the Eagles to start this second half. It all started with that Toming shot right before the halftime buzzer.
And you know, Megan Smith, Joe, has also been very, very critical of this offense, or she's been a critical part of the Arroyo Grande offense, I should say, and you saw it just now. So, I mean, AG and particularly Coach Hutchins can find peace in knowing that you can use more than just Toming. You got another scoring option out on the floor.
Wait, what? Can you? It's in my bag. Can you get it? Astorga with the ball. That's Paquette wide open with a deep three, and she connects.
Paquette, big tray.
That was deep. 40-28, 5:38 left.
Definitely needed to help break this momentum that Arroyo Grande has been on.
Smith has it. She had a three last time down. Puts up a shot, and it rims out.
Kind of rushed that shot, but also looked like she drew contact. Didn't get the call, though.
Checkered with the rebound to Paquette. Paquette drives, dribbles. Checkered with it. Armenta open with the three. She puts it up, and it's wide. No good. Goes right to Astorga, though. Astorga
nice
with the pivot
move.
And the score.
Nice move. And this is the exact reason why Astorga is an all-area MVP candidate and why she's going on to the 4-year level, because she can make plays just like that.
So it was a 9-point game. Now back up to 14. 5-0 spurt for the Warriors. Paquette with a deep three. Then a nice deuce there by Astorga. Air ball went right to her. In the post, she faked the pass, spun, pivoted, put up a shot. It was good. Made it 42-28. 5:07 left here in the third quarter. I got Astorga with 11 points, hitting 3 threes and that 2-pointer right there.
You know, Joe, we've been talking about Astorga's play from a shooting end, but, you know, I've been impressed with her footwork on this floor. I mean, she's very fundamentally sound, especially with that play you just broke down. I mean, that was fundamental basketball right there.
Paquette with the ball in the corner to Checkered. Astorga gets it. She puts up a shot. No good. Rebound goes to Pellich. Pellich pushes it up ahead. The ball is kicked by Checkered. They call the kick and they reset the shot clock. Really looked like there wasn't much of a kick attempt by Checkered. Rather, the pass was aimed at her leg.
It almost looked like that they were trying to force an out on.
Smith inbounding. Ball goes to J.C. Bain. To Smith. Bertelson open in the paint. Pass goes to Bain. To Smith. Bain puts up a shot. That's a three, and it is good. 42-31.
The long-range game for Arroyo Grande is starting to intensify, and it has to be to the liking of Brian Hutchins, even though he may not have the facial expression. But
Paquette wide open, and she connects.
Paquette responded back. So
she was wide open. She has her favorite spot there, it looks like, by the Dignity Health sign.
Maybe she loves Dignity Health.
McBride to Smith. And that's a turnover against Arroyo Grande. Warriors up 45-31, 4:04 left. Bertelson checks out.
You know, Joe, the way this game has gone, it's almost as if Arroyo Grande is trying to counter with all these different jabs, but Righetti coming back with the uppercut, especially their uppercut has been coming in the form of the three-point shot.
Astorga has it, defended by Smith. To Paquette again, and that is short. Eagles do get the rebound. Toming has it. She'll push it up court. Up ahead, intercepted by Paquette. She missed a three, but made a nice defensive play. Astorga calling for it. She's open in the paint. Paquette to Astorga, defended by Smith.
Double team, smart move from Arroyo Grande.
Aggressive defense by Smith. Back to Checkered. Astorga with the screen, sets up Checkered. Checkered's shot is off. McBride with the rebound. Eagles are pushing it. McBride dumps it off. Smith has it in the corner. Back to Bain. Bain drives with the finger roll. Can't get it to go. Astorga with the rebound.
That would have been the nicest offensive play for Arroyo Grande had that gone in.
Nice move by 13, Bain. It's just a sophomore guard. Paquette now on this side of the floor. Checkered breaks open, defended by Toming. Nice bounce pass, intercepted by McBride. Eagles come up with it. Looks like we have a foul. Armenta's call. That's her third personal. Sheckard checks out.
Armenta 3 fouls already, and it stems from her feistiness on the floor. I mean, I'm all for playing with an aggression, but sometimes you gotta relax on occasion, because last thing you want to do is foul out, especially when you play a key role on the shooting end and also on a defensive end for Desiree Dominguez.
Saw Bain with a nice drive on Astorga, but you see how Astorga's length is a factor. She was expecting Astorga to block that shot and put up a quick, kind of scared finger roll attempt. Another foul. That foul is against Kinsey. That's her first. 2:29 left in the third. Armenta has the ball. 45-31 advantage for Righetti. It's Paquette, that's her spot. Reynoso with the ball, defended by Tomey. Astorga in the post, Smith on her. Double team comes. Paquette open again. That push shot, no good. Megan Smith with the board to Tomey.
Paquette was also at her favorite spot, and one of those rare misses on this night.
Kinsey McBride with the ball, defended by Armenta. Astorga on Tomey. Tomey with the strong screen. McBride picks up her dribble, and she's defended double team. Tomey picks up the loose ball. Defended by Reynoso. Badania gets it. Smith was open.
Very dangerous pass, very rushed pass, but
Smith
nice
puts up a
counter.
three, and it's no good. Reynoso gets the board just as the shot clock was going off.
I admired the feistiness of this AG team not going away, and then you got the hard foul.
Mariah Vargas draws the foul with 1:32 left in the third quarter. Vargas will be shooting 2. First shot rims out for Vargas. She's the older sister of St. Joseph football player Jaden Vargas.
Well, they're not far from each other across the street.
Second shot is no good. Smith fights for the rebound. Reynoso's there. It was off Reynoso. Vargas missed both free throws. 1:31 left. Smith will inbound. Finds Tomey. A light press from the Warriors.
Going for 3-2 look this time around.
Smith gets a screen from Tomey. Loses her handle. Guarded by Reynoso. Tomey breaks open. She puts up a shot. It's good.
Tomey also shot that ball in front of one of the taller options on Righetti, Ashley Reynoso. Goes to show you this girl's a gamer too.
11-point lead for the Warriors. Under a minute to go in the third. Vargas drives, and there is a foul called. Looked like some good defense there.
Joe, I don't know what truly did happen in that first half, but it was an Arroyo Grande team that we just didn't recognize and we just didn't expect. But now, in these last 2 quarters, we're seeing the AG team we come to expect. A lot of feistiness, a never say die attitude. They're raining the threes. They're hustling and they're not giving up, as you see right here.
Tomey with the interception, goes coast to coast. She gets around Paquette, but Paquette strips the ball away. Tomey hits the deck. She's been banged up this game. Was favoring her elbow earlier. Takes another spill, but she's up. 43.6 seconds to go. Full shot clock. Smith finds Bain. Bain drives, kicks to Smith. Wide open jumper. It's good. Megan Smith heating up.
And now the deficit is back to 9, so we'll see how much more AG responds from here.
About a 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Paquette deep again, rims out. Astorga with the rebound, and she draws a foul on Smith.
Paquette was at her favorite spot, and not only that, Astorga was in prime position, but still draws the foul.
AG has to close out better on that shot. They don't expect her to shoot from there, but she's pulling the trigger. She has the range. Astorga's first free throw is no good.
Rare miscue from Astorga. Obviously, we kind of got spoiled into seeing some of her big plays tonight. We'll see if she redeems herself right here.
9-point game, 21.8 seconds to go. 10-point game after that hit. Smith will inbound for Arroyo Grande. This might be our final possession of the third quarter. Eagles are probably wondering what could have been if they didn't go down 16-0 to start this game. Smith, bounce pass to Reynoso, tips it, kicked it. That ball's out on Reynoso.
Smart move from Megan Smith, or I should say Kinsey McBride.
McBride inbounding. Throws it ahead to Smith. Smith to Bain. Bain defended by Sheckard, couldn't get the shot to go.
Bain had the right idea. She got the matchup. She made that head fake move, tried to go for the layup, but unfortunately fell short.
14.1 seconds left. Sheckard inbounds. Dominique Garcia with the ball to Paquette. 7 seconds. Sheckard puts up a floater, no good. Reynoso gets a rebound and draws a foul with 2.1 seconds to go. And now I got to be honest with you, it looked like she just grabbed that rebound and threw it up. I didn't see a whole lot of contact there, but the officials saw enough to blow the whistle. So I think that favored Righetti there with getting a late foul call with 2.1 seconds left.
No, I could definitely agree with you there. That's from my vantage point as well.
Reynoso hits her first, 47-36. Reynoso hits both, 12-point lead. 1 second to go. Toming puts up a shot. No buzzer beater this time. And we got 8 minutes to go. Can AG cut into this lead? We'll find out. 12-point advantage for Righetti. It's been nip and tuck this whole way. AG's cut it down to 9 a couple times, but haven't been able to really close that gap further. 12-point edge right now. What are you expecting to see in this fourth quarter, Lorenzo?
You know, I'm expecting that same energy that we have seen from Arroyo Grande in the second and third quarter. I think the AG team that took the pedestrian approach in the first quarter, with taking its time, with trying to get down to the floor and also dealing with that full court pressure, I think that's gone. I think Hutchins has found a way to keep things close and tight in this game, but, you know, they have to get past that 9-point gap hurdle. I mean, just try to cut the lead as much as you can. And, you know, I also felt that they did a somewhat better job with defending Astorga, minus that nice head fake and layup underneath the hoop. But, you know, for the most part, AG hanging around. And, you know, I'm expecting a scrappy team this fourth quarter.
I think the thing that's impressed me the most about Righetti is the number of options they have. Astorga gets a lot of the attention, you know, deservedly so, but then you got a girl like Elijah Paquette. Zane Sheckard's been solid. Ashley Reynoso's all over the place. Maya Armenta is just a great point guard to have. Deja Ramirez is out there. Mariah Vargas. They have so many scoring options and so many players that you can call upon when you need a key play.
And Paquette has been sort of like that surprise player of the night, because heading into this game, we were told about the play of Sheckard, we were told about the play of Astorga, and also a little bit about Maya Armenta. But, you know, Paquette has put together a very quality night, and you know what? I have a feeling she's going to come real handy with final 8 minutes left in this game.
Astorga has played in 9 games and averages about 16 points per game. Paquette has played in 10 games. She's a sophomore, and she averages 11.2 points per game. Second leading scorer. Sheckard averages about 10. It's like the Warriors forced a turnover. The foul is called against Paquette. Eagles retain possession. Smith inbounding. McBride comes open in the corner. Her shot is long. No good. Vargas with the rebound.
Smart defense still from Arroyo Grande, and this was what I came to expect. A more feisty, more scrapper attitude out of AG.
Seeing a press from the Eagles now. Down 12. Vargas with it to Sheckard. Almost looked like her foot was still out of bounds after the inbounds pass. Sheckard, Paquette. Paquette drives to her left. Puts up a shot. No good. Sheckard with the rebound. Lots of defense there by Toming.
Sheckard surprisingly has been quiet on the scoring end.
Toming with the long pass up ahead. Badania with the ball. Finds Bain. Sheckard with the defense. Bain crosses over, drives. and is fouled by Schechter.
Nice
JC
crossover
Bain.
right there from JC Bain. Almost looked like Allen Iverson right there without the Reeboks.
Yeah, she's been a surprise tonight for me personally. She's just a sophomore. I haven't heard a lot about her, but she has that extra little skill factor that you don't see a lot of younger players have. She has a lot of skill in her dribble, and she's put up some nice shots. Free throw is off the mark, though. 7:23 to go in this game. 7 points thus far unofficially for Bain. She had a 3. Missed her first free throw attempt here. Connects. Makes it an 11-point game, 48-37, 7:23 left. Astorga inbounding. Press from the Eagles. Armenta has it. They can't trap her. She's too speedy. Armenta drives. And that's a travel. That's a good call by the officials. That was Vargas, number 32.
Armenta almost looked like Hill from the Kansas City Chiefs on that particular play, just finding a way to zigzag and then just sprint with the open field in front of her.
The Tyreek Hill, I think he had a punt return, 90-something yard punt return against the Chargers this past weekend. Vargas checks out. McBride inbounding, finds Toming, defended by Reynoso. Both teams pressing now. Badania trying to give her some space. One-on-one, Toming versus Reynoso. Toming goes right, carry again. Oh, they call the foul. Toming brought the dribble over Reynoso. They call the foul. Second personal foul on Reynoso. 7:05 left. Smith inbounding. Toming's open under the basket. They can't find her. That was Bain, actually. Toming puts up a shot. No good. So close to falling. Could not get it to go. Reynoso driving on Toming. Lowers her shoulder. Shot is no good.
Like she hit the truck stick right there. And a little bit of extracurricular activity between Astorga and the two Arroyo Grande defenders.
It's a foul. That's the 4th personal against Smith. She stays in there. Astorga shooting. She connects. 12-point ball game. No good. Smith gets the rebound, but then throws it away to Astorga.
Johnny on the spot. Astorga, she does have that nose for the ball.
Badania with the ball. Crucial turnover there. Led directly 2 points. Smith has it. Out on the wing. Gets a screen from McBride. Smith drives, pulls up, puts up a shot. No good. Eagles just cannot get the ball to drop. Had some good looks so far in this 4th quarter, but nothing's falling. 14-point advantage. 6:25 to go.
Unfortunately, once again, the lack of size on Arroyo Grande's part has played a role into some of their shooting woes. Unfortunately, they don't have the luxury of going inside and getting those easy layups, so they're having to rely on that 3-point game and also having to go inside and just pray.
Astorga goes up strong, can't get the shot to fall. Shot clock did not reset. Astorga with another strong shot, no good. Eagles cannot get a rebound, foul called. Vargas picked up the loose ball. Warriors will be shooting from here on out. Vargas is shooting 2. 6:10 to go. Warriors in the double bonus. Vargas shot, no good. (51-37). 19 fouls against the Eagles, 5 against the Warriors. Second shot for Vargas is good. 52-37. McBride inbounds to Smith. Paquette defending Smith. Bain with it. She kicks it to Bertelsen, who is fouled.
Big foul right there. I mean, the timing was there. I mean, it would have been a big layup for Arroyo Grande, but I mean, it disrupted, and now you got Bertelsen about to shoot 2 right here.
Foul was against Paquette, her 3rd. Bertelsen hits. She's been consistent from the line all night.
Paquette and Armenta, these are two players that you don't want to see get into foul trouble, especially at this point in this game, because if you're Desiree Dominguez, you still need all the shooters you need out on the floor to help seal this game. It shouldn't just fall on Astorga or on Sheckard.
Armenta just racing past the press. Finds Paquette in the corner. No good. Bain goes up for the rebound, tips it away. Bertelson's 9 of 10 from the line.
You see Desiree Dominguez courtside telling her team to stay calm, to just settle down.
Paquette to inbound. Set play for the Warriors. Paquette to Astorga. Goes over Toming and throws it in over her shoulder.
Again, I mean, just plays like that get you a scholarship, gets you the all-area MVP recognition.
Astorga is the defending LCCN all-area MVP. Dominguez was the coach of the year last year. McBride with the ball. Toming defended by Vargas. Faces up, spins, puts up a shot, no good. Bain can't get the rebound. She does come up with it. Kicks it to Bertelson, and Eagles lose possession. Might have gone off her knee.
And you know, I want to go back to that Astorga basket just now. It was actually shot with her left, so it goes to show you how it was her right, but you know what, still.
I'm sure she could make that shot with her left.
I mean, I'm sure she is ambidextrous, but you know what?
Wide open.
Prayer right there.
10 points for Paquette.
But, I mean, especially in girls basketball, a shot like that is just so hard to make when you got 2, sometimes 3 defenders on you, and you're basically just throwing up a prayer, but Astorga managed to get that to fall in.
Toming with the deep threes just off. Smith gets the board. Eagles take a timeout with 4:44 to go here. 56-39 advantage for the Warriors. 17 points unofficially for Astorga this far.
And you know what? At this point, it's like Righetti has gone back to what was successful in the early onset. I mean, they're forcing Arroyo Grande to go inside, especially with the size deficiencies that they do have. They're putting the ball in Astorga's hands, and you know what? You still got your other shooters on the floor, even though they're 2 fouls away from being out of this game. But, you know, with 4:44 left, you got a 17-point lead. You got to feel pretty good about your chances of securing this victory if you're Righetti. But, again, Arroyo Grande, though, still having that feisty spirit. So I'm still not anticipating AG to just fold up its chair and go home right away.
Yeah, there's no questioning that Righetti has been in control of this game from the opening tip. 16.0 advantage. They've been, you know, completely impressive, but I think they were kind of more of a known commodity. We didn't know much about AG coming into this one, but they have been somewhat impressive with the way they've been able to knock down shots. They've tried to stay in this game. Things are kind of getting away from them here in this fourth quarter, but they cut it down to 9 in that third.
I mean, the energy is there for Arroyo Grande, and they know that moving forward, all roads to the Pac-8 title is going to go for Righetti. But, I mean, moving forward, though, there has to be a good sense of confidence from AG, considering just how they managed to adjust, how they're able to still get those isolation three-point shots. But, I mean, unfortunately,
Toming can't get it to go.
But fortunately, I mean, not having that size is going to hurt this AG team moving forward.
Astorga pulls up, can't hit, gets her own rebound, hits the deck. Armenta has it. The Warriors want to slow things down here. 4:25 left. Armenta to Paquette to Reynoso. Astorga. Vargas to Armenta. Defended by Bain. Astorga gets it in the high post. Turns, spins, puts up a shot. No good. Smith with the board. Finds Toming. 4 minutes to go. 17-point game. Toming defended by Vargas. It's a low screen. Puts up a shot. Oh, no good. It's been that kind of fourth quarter for the Eagles. Lots of good looks. Lots of rim, but no net. 3:40 left. Eagles have gone cold here in the fourth. Paquette with the ball.
And not only that, Righetti, even when they saw the lead evaporate to 9, they just did not push the panic button throughout this whole night, and it shows.
Astorga with a nice look from Reynoso. Gets the roll. Danita Astorga. 19-point lead, 58-39. Smith pushes. 19 points unofficially for Astorga. Smith with the ball. And that nearly a turnover. Paquette jumped that pass. 3:04 to go. 58-39. Deja Ramirez checks in. Paquette checks out. Smith will inbound for the Eagles. Number 10, Samra Cano makes an appearance. McBride to Toming in the post. Toming puts up a bank shot, no good. 22, Ramirez with the rebound. Astorga has it to Armenta. Deja Ramirez working in the post. Vargas finds the ball. Astorga has it. Back to Vargas. Deja Ramirez working in the low post. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Armenta, wide open three. No good. Eagles do get the board. Foul. Looks like that's the one that's going to go against Deja Ramirez, number 22. 7th team foul. 2:29 to go. Second personal against Ramirez. McBride will shoot. .229 to go, 1-1 for McBride at the line.
You know, obviously, again, Arroyo Grande teams aren't used to being down by 19 or, I mean, just aren't used to being just outnumbered by opposing squads. But, you know, you do got to feel somewhat good about the performance of this night, considering that you only had 9 active players. You're going against one of the more premier and superior teams in this region. And, I mean, at one point you had the lead down to 9. Unfortunately, considering the circumstance, considering the lack of depth and the lack of size, I mean, unfortunately, that eventually doomed the Eagles on this night.
Cano with the ball, puts up a shot off the side of the backboard. Smith with the rebound. Number of subs in for the Warriors. McBride has it, finds Bain open on the baseline. Bain puts up a shot, no good. Number 14 is there, Catherine Talley for the rebound. She gets it to go. 17-point lead.
Still going for full court press. Armenta, though, finding her way around it.
Bedania on Armenta. 1:40 left. 17 on the shot clock.
Righetti just trying to milk clock as much as it can.
That's number 40 down low, Emily Housley, no good. McBride gets the rebound. 90 seconds left. McBride defended by Armenta, picks up the dribble a little early, finds Bedania, sets a screen. Bedania with the ball, left-handed dribble, kicks it to Bain in the corner. High, long three is no good. 1:11 left. 58-41 here. It's like Eagles trying to foul, go for a double team. Housley gets it and she scores. Emily Housley with the deuce, 60-41. Under a minute's go here. Smith gets a screen, pulls up for the three, is short. Cano gets the board. Dominique Garcia with the ball. Less than 40 seconds remaining here. Cano with the ball. Back to Armenta, no good. Housley tries to get the board. There's a travel call against Arroyo Grande.
This game statistically, I mean, it matches up pretty accurately to what Righetti's been able to accomplish this season. I mean, mentioned earlier how they were averaging 63 points per game on offense, only allowing an average of 45 points on defense. And, you know, you look at the score right now, 60-41, it's almost near accurate.
McBride passes it up ahead to her teammate, Carrie-Ann Aguilera, and they can't connect. 17.8 seconds to go. This one's just about done. Armenta races past a trio of defenders.
Ball was deflected, though.
McBride comes up with it. Up ahead to Bain. Bain with the right-handed scoop shot is good. 60-43. Looks like that will be our final from Righetti High School. With the victory, Righetti improves to 9-3 overall. And they are now 1-0 in the Pac-8 League.
Good way to start out the Pac-8 slate, the brutal Pac-8 slate for Righetti, and making it known that they're going to be the mountain that every team in the Pac-8 must scale.
We saw a big lead early on with Righetti going up to a 16-0 advantage. AG eventually closed the gap. It was a 9-point game, but the Warriors closed things out. Arroyo Grande falls to 6-5 and 0-1. Danita Extorga was kind of quiet. She did end up with 19 points. She was efficient. Elijah Paquette was big, 10 points from her. Bryn Tomey came on strong. AJ Bertelson was really solid for the Eagles. 12 points for Tomey. 11 points for Bertelson. Arroyo Grande is at Mission Prep Friday night. Righetti plays its second Pac-8 game, first one on the road at Atascadero Friday night. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday. We got the doubleheader from Lompoc. Be sure to tune in to our YouTube channel and our website Wednesday afternoon for 8:05 Sports Talk. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'm Joe Bailey. Lorenzo J. Reyna, you got to get down there, do some interviews, and be sure to check out our coverage tomorrow morning at SantaMariaTimes.com and in our Santa Maria Times Wednesday edition of the paper.